Capricho!
Welcome back, beautiful people. This is Super Blastex, and you're joining us again for Cho Super Hyper Podcast.
Woo!
Today, we're going to talk about what happened last week on Superhero Time. But first, who am I with today?
TokuTony, howdy.
Oh, that's right, the co-host.
First time.
No, like 38th, 39th. What are we at?
We're at like 38. Probably should check that beforehand, but yeah.
No, well, because I don't want to count last week as like a numbered version.
That's true. No, yeah,
we are 38.
Yeah, technically.
Speaking of last time, we talked to you guys a little earlier this week.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about some of the summer movies that came out in 2023. We did that double billing thing. It's doing pretty good. Very good.
Yeah, it's doing really good.
So we are definitely going to move forward and do another movie episode.
Yeah.
It's still going to be in the house of Cho Super Hyper Podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just going to have a different feel, hopefully, because those are longer.
Yeah.
Those the movies are, at least. And because we talked to you guys so recently, we don't really have much to do to cover for our week. Did you have anything happen in the last 4 days?
No, not really. Well, I mean, this week I've just been cleaning everything in the house to fit more room for stuff. Actually, there is one little small thing. I went to IKEA yesterday to get that bookshelf, that Billy bookshelf.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have it. Said they had 4 in stock.
Wow.
There was none.
Did they check in their inventory too?
Yeah, they checked. They said it was 4 in stock. They couldn't find it. And I was looking at all the pallets and all the aisles where it's supposed to be. Nothing.
That sounds cool.
I know. From a guy that also works in a warehouse, I know that someone probably just didn't count right.
Yeah.
Or something.
Mm-hmm. I scanned the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So, did you order online?
There is no option for that online.
Oh, that's why. Is there an order option to pick up?
It was unavailable.
Cool.
I know, right? Unavailable for delivery, pickup, or in-store.
It might be discontinued.
Probably. Because the other Billies that were there, the new colors and all that, none in stock. And then the basic white Billies that were there was like 2 left. There's none in stock anymore. I checked this morning.
Oh, so you could have got the white one.
I could have got the white one and then maybe painted it black or something. But yeah, it looks like either all the Billies have been sold out and we're not selling them anymore in 2024, or they just haven't had a shipment in a while.
White would have been okay to have. Why didn't you want that one?
Well, it's because it would be the only white piece of furniture in my room. It'd be the only white piece of furniture in this house.
So we're gonna show a picture that you took of your shelf.
Yes.
Where you new stuff on there.
I wouldn't count
what color is that shelf?
I wouldn't count that.
Okay.
I didn't paint that shelf.
No, I don't think it was painted. Isn't it just like that? Isn't it just white?
No, it's painted.
Oh, it was painted white.
Yeah, I actually checked on top. I cleaned it. So a little bit of the paint came off. It's brown. Like it's actual wood. It's really nice.
But what is a bookshelf if not a shelf?
Honestly.
So yeah, there you go. White furniture, white shelf furniture in your room already.
I could have just painted. You know what? If I really wanted to commit to the bit, I would have bought that white Billy, and then painted my already black Billy white.
Oh my god, more work.
Yeah.
No, black and white's fine.
Yeah, I mean it would have looked okay. The main thing about that is that all the furniture in my room is really dark brown wood.
Yeah.
Which is why I got the black Billy. And even that doesn't match my brown wood. My room is a design mess.
It doesn't. Nobody criticizes us for this stuff.
It's the feng shui.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But anyways, that was my weekend, pretty much. How was your weekend or week?
I made some mini pla. Holy cow.
Oh boy.
Excuse me. I made a couple Yudo too. But I flew by making some mini pla and I took a bunch of pictures. And so last time we talked, I said I was going to work on a set of Yudo.
Yeah.
And the Mega Ranger mini plot.
Mm-hmm.
So the Yudo got finished. I did not get to the Mega Ranger mini plot because this came in. I didn't order New Year's Eve. I'm going to try not to drink as much this year. And this is not because of it, but I was lit on the sauce. And I saw these were available on Amazon. Mandarake.
Damn, that'd be awesome if it was on Amazon.
Yeah. And I've always looked at the Q-Ranger mini plot. They're really cool to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're posable. I have the Q-Ranger DX. But the main reason I jumped onto these is because the sets that are numbered 1 to 10, the ones on the left and the ones on the right, those are the base 12 Ranger mech Voyagers.
Oh, okay.
And they're the glitter injected versions. So all of the colored parts, like the red on ISHII red, the green on Chameleon, and the purple, all the colored on all the parts of the mech have the glitter plastic.
Oh.
So they are a little nicer looking.
That's cool.
In my opinion. And that makes them more special instead of just being the regular mini plot. In the middle, you can see that's Caesar and the evil ship. Those are not glitter, and same with Cerberus. That's not glitter, because they didn't get those, so that's fine. And then over here, what is that? Super Zenkaiger?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Super Zenkaiger. And then the following day, I got my last box from Mandarake, which was Two Kaiser's mech. I forgot what that was called. The Two Kaiser ship. I don't know what that's called.
Tukai-O.
Tukai-O. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Tukai-O. I also got some gears for the Avatar, and I got the Kaigan Ghost Gashat.
Oh, I forgot about the gears.
Mm-hmm.
And that Gashat, that's pretty special.
Gashat. The Kaigan Ghost Gashat was the last Neo Heisei Gashat I needed to have all of the Neo Heisei Gashat, except for build, but I don't really want that one.
True. And why was that the last one to get?
Oh, because it was only available as a pre-order bonus for a 3DS Ghost game, Kamen Rider Ghost game.
Wow.
So it doesn't even have a box.
Okay.
Even originally, it didn't have. It was just in the 3DS game box.
Wow.
So I got all that. I mean, of course, it was from Mandarake, so it was really cheap.
Yeah.
Which is part also why I got the glitter. I jumped on the glitter Q Rangers. So these came in and it stopped my plans for Mega Ranger mini plot. I know these stickers are going to be ass, so I'm scared about putting these on.
Yeah.
If it is really bad, I'm either going to try my best with clear nail polish, or really get some
liquid cement
markers. What?
Liquid cement?
God no. The markers to paint up these guys. And if I do that, I might need to line it as well. God, I hope not.
You had a panel line it? Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But that would, I don't know, would that distract or pop out the glitter?
No, that'd make it pop out. And that would make you technically a Gunpla builder too. If you panel lined it and colored it, yeah.
But I also really like this because it does come with one of each. If you got the Q Ranger mech as it came out, you would have 2 ISHII Reds, 2 ISHII Voyagers, and 2 Sasori Voyagers. And the Cerberus, if you got that whole set, you'd have an extra Swordfish, Bull, He Beats Sky Silver, and Chameleon Green. But that is just the Cerberus, the 2 boxes there.
Yeah.
So technically all I have left for mini plot for Q Ranger is Orion. I am A-okay with not having that. He's too big.
He's crazy.
And I already have the DX version. He's huge. He's
the biggest one behind you.
He's almost as big as the Mario you're about to see. But yeah, first I got to the Yudo. We didn't even intro into Toy Time.
Toy Time,
fine.
No. That's fine.
There she is.
Toy Time.
Fantasy. Nago Fantasy. The little stand thing there, I hate it.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
I hate it. Also, I haven't been messing with Soto, so this is my first new Soto that came. It actually came in really fast recently, right?
It did.
Not fast, but recently.
It came in. It released, and within the week, it was to me, which I was very surprised by.
So I didn't know this, but the boxes no longer have the instructions.
I didn't either.
That's lame. I get it, but like, how much does that really save? Not printing the instructions on the inside of the box.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a PDF. It is in color. That's, I guess.
It does look a bit nicer, but
yeah, but still, the novelty of the boxes and opening it up, it felt like a whole thing.
Now I have absolutely zero reason to keep the boxes because I collect the boxes.
Yeah, but I'd say the art on the boxes is still reason enough. But yeah, she was okay. She's very top heavy. I'm not super into this suit, especially look at those goddamn legs.
Yeah,
there's nothing to them. Her legs, so boring. And that, I mean, we not really gonna talk about it because I didn't get any pictures for it. But the Gotchard 5 reveal.
Oh yeah.
The Soto Gotchard 5 reveal.
Mm-hmm.
That's very hype. I'm finally gonna get Majade.
Yeah.
Which is also a suit I'm okay with. And
you know the name.
Hakubi.
There it is.
Sarah. So those are cool. They're also gonna do the Gotchard, some of the extra Gotchard forms, but you have to choose which ones.
Yeah.
All those Gotchard forms have the same basic legs as this. So I mean, we've been seeing it. I'm saying it during the show as well, but seeing them as toys is like, man, that's super apparent.
Yeah.
So yeah, I made her. Made the king.
That looks like a scare. He's scared.
Yeah, he didn't know I was gonna take a picture of him.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, the hands aren't super. I would rather have his posing hand. And this guy. So I am done with King-Ohger Yudo.
Nice.
Pretty cool. He felt almost the same as Gira, except Heracles has the whiskers on him.
Yeah,
and the lining on the chest, like the center, the mid piece, and his skirt thing on the front.
Uh-huh.
So they were cool. And then, as soon as this mini plot came in, I knew it was going to be the next one I was working on. To Kaio. They're pretty neat.
That's such a cool form for any mech.
Yeah, I like because it's Shinkenger.
Yeah, because it's Shinkenger.
Yeah, because it's Shinkenger. I like the size of the little buddies. They're a lot of fun. Oh, I didn't put the picture of just all the stuff together, but that's fine. This one's okay. All Ranger.
Uh-huh.
Ricky. This is fun.
That is cool.
But the size of the little guys, the little Ricky and Katana. Or Kata? No, Katana.
I thought his name was Cutter.
Cutter, right?
Yeah, Cutter.
But yeah, their size is pretty good to Yudo, to the Yudo figure, so I can have the whole team now displayed. I didn't even think of that, but after I finished, or while I was making it, I was like, hey, this is not a bad size, and I put them compared to Nago, who's not as big as Yudo. They're hair size difference, but I was satisfied with what it looked like, so that's cool.
Heck yeah.
And they have their tank mode.
Oh,
kind of.
Forgot about that mode.
Yeah, that's the mode that's in right now.
Is it? Where is it? Oh, I see it. Oh yeah, I see it.
I see it in the back. I made these guys as well. These stickers were also slipping off, and this is only from 3 years ago.
Man, that sucks.
But I made it stick. I didn't use any glue. I just held on tight. This guy was also pretty fun, pretty easy to make. The Yudo for Super Zenkaiser always gonna be better. But this is now the third time I have him.
Mm-hmm. This is your third iteration of Super Zenkai.
DX of all of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh, except for Ricky and
Cutter.
Yeah, there's Q-Rex.
Oh, it's so cool.
Dragon Zord. And
Oh,
I didn't have another picture. Yeah, because I guess that's it. But yeah, that's gonna be fun to display them because I want to move. I've been talking about this for a long time, but I'm basically gonna replace the DX stuff.
yeah.
Put that stuff away. I'm gonna hide my DX toys. I'm sad about it, but it'll help make more room. Like that shelf where my DX Zenkaiger stuff is now could be Zenkaiger and Dawn Brothers together
With the mini pla and the Yudo.
Yeah, mini plan Yudo.
Yeah, because, man, those DXs take up a lot of space.
Yeah. But DX and your Rhydon is going to stay because it scales to Yudo.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I still have one more Zenkaiger mini plow.
What?
Okay, two. Eagle. The gun.
Right.
The gun that makes the big 4 or 5 mech. Basically Zenkaiser's mech.
Uh-huh.
And Battle Caesar Robo.
Oh my God, Battle Caesar Robo.
Yeah. A lot of people still have that in stock, so
Goodness gracious.
I'm just waiting for the price to drop more. Right now it's like $40 on Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah, man, we talked about that
A long time ago.
like 2 weeks before Christmas, right?
Oh, way more than that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember us looking up the Battle Caesar Robo.
Mhm.
Jesus, it's a really good price,
Yeah.
especially now.
I think it can get lower, but I'm not thinking about that yet.
True.
Especially since I got to make this room. But yeah, these guys were a lot of fun. And next, I don't know if I'm gonna work on Q Ranger or Mega Ranger, but I do have one Tiger coming, which I did mention last time, and he's still not here.
Where's he at?
I forgot to check.
Is he stuck in Dallas again?
He was supposed to be here on yesterday.
Dude,
So-
your packages always get slowed down.
No, not always.
It's so crazy.
Not always.
Is he stuck in Dallas again?
On the way.
Stuck in Fort Worth?
Last time I was stuck in like Ohio or some shit.
Jesus.
Moving through the network. It's in North Houston now.
Hey,
It got there today.
I know that place.
Item is currently transferred to the station. Basically, it'll get here when it gets here. Oh well.
Probably get here tomorrow, actually. If it's in North Houston,
Probably. Yeah.
probably in the Aldian Distribution Center. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't. I don't know what that is. Like, I don't know what North Houston. Whatever. Is that us? Isn't that us?
No, we're East Houston. Aldian is North Houston. That's why I said it. It's a distribution center up there. Is that FedEx
Is it
or
Aldian a city though? It's USPS.
USPS? Oh, I don't know. I was thinking about FedEx. Yeah, I pass through the North all the time. The North.
Ah.
Yeah, you gotta say it
Isn't
like
Humble too a city though in that north?
that. It's northeast.
Okay.
Humble is closer to Atascocita than it is to Houston.
Gotcha. All right. Well, that was my Tokusatsu Toy Time. Now we're gonna go ahead and take a break, and we'll jump into TokuTony's Tokusatsu Toy Time. TokuTony's Tokusatsu Toy Time. We'll be right back. And we're back.
Welcome back.
What do you got?
So this is my Tokusatsu Tony Toy Time corner. This weekend I did 2 Sotos, scrambling real hard to do the last one. But I wanted to start up on this Gotchard Soto because I never got box 1. I didn't jump on it. So this is from box 3. It's Gold Dash Motorcycle Soto. This is my first ever motorcycle Soto. I'm very happy with it. It looks very nice.
I don't know why I thought you got the Saber one.
The stickers are a little weird. Only the little knuckles on the hand piece right there. Yeah, I got the front and back motion. It looks really nice. The wheels moving, all that. You can turn the handles, and it does turn the wheel in the front. That's
cool.
It's actually like a real motion. Yeah, it looks nice, and it has that kickstand right there on the side that you can flip up or down. It's a really nice bike. I haven't put anyone on it yet, but I'm very happy with it. I'm so glad that I got it. I didn't get the double though of this. I got the double of Fantasy Naga, which works out for everybody. Because this bike is gonna have another version in the future.
Yeah.
Daybreak Gold Dash.
I bet it's gonna be premium.
Probably. But this was my first Soto. I did this in the morning today, and then my second Soto, which
what? These are in order of when you took your pictures.
Oh, really?
So should I jump ahead and then go back to it, or do you want to talk about that first?
Let's talk about that first.
Okay.
All right, this is my shelf. I've been cleaning this weekend, making so much room for space, and I put all my tokusatsu boxes on top, the top shelf right there, the white shelf on the white walls. So these are all the boxes of tokusatsu stuff that I gotten over the years. From the left going to the right, that top figure right there is the Vital bracelet for Kuga I got from Collectibles. I used it for a long time. I don't know where it is right now though. Then the top
I
is
hope it's in the box.
I didn't even check that. Damn. And then the Kuga belt on top of that, the mini Arkle, I got from Christmas from Super Blastex. Thank you again. It's on top of Zhao Longshang Rung Po's.
I was gonna say I don't see his box.
Staff. Yeah, it's on that box right there. It's really nice. I still have it up and all that. And right in front of it is the Q Ranger Q Blaster, Seiza Blaster. Next to it is the Holy Wing for Holy Live. Right underneath that are the two things I got from Blastex as well, from Taka. On top of them are the two ride watches for Kuga and Xaid. On top of that is the other box that I got from Super Blastex. Is the
that's Omar's.
Oh, that's right, from Omar. It's the box for the DGP, Geetz's box specifically. And then below that is the Ziku driver from Zio. And on top of it is Orion for Shishi Red, the little Q-Tama. I really like that a lot. The little plushes at the bottom are real nice too. I've accidentally collected them over the years. I only bought Kuga, but I keep getting these plushies and I don't know what to do with them, so they're all just right there. And then next to it is the amazing two-side driver. I think it's still in there, the two-side driver. I don't have space right now to fully display it, so it's in there right now, but I do have Holy Wing displayed. And next to it on the side, if you see just barely, are the Figma Rise. Figure Rise. Oh, that's right. Figma's a company. The Figure Rise Kuga and Figure Rise Decade. I have not made Decade. It's still in the box. But I made Kuga, and I love Kuga. But the reason I didn't make Decade was because I opened up Decade's box, took out his Deca driver, and put it on Kuga. So that I always have Decade, since it's him forever. On top of those,
it's having your cake and eating it too.
Yes. I have them both at the same time. That's my shelf. All of my tokusatsu stuff over the years. It's not much, but I love it. And that's not everything.
No.
Because I have all of my Soto.
Yep.
Which takes up 90% of my collection. This is all like the big DX stuff and like accessories and all that. My main thing is Soto. And if I took a picture of all my Soto, you'd be hurting for me. I have a lot of Soto in my backlog. And I have 2 more boxes coming in. But anyways, that's the start of my box collection. Such a good start. And the next thing is my Soto. This is my first introduction to Gotchard Soto. And I gotta say, it's really good. I really hate Valvard Soto. Just because he has like 1 million stickers.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Everything except for purple is a sticker. Every single thing, every single color that's not purple or black from that body is a sticker. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Isn't that absolutely insane?
Yeah.
I was scrambling to finish this before we started the podcast because, oh my god.
Can his wrench turn into a gun?
It cannot.
Does he have it extra?
Nope.
No.
It sucks. But he does have a little handle on the other side of the gun that you can like sort of make a gun. It's literally like the pegs right here. So like you can just hold it like that, but it's not really his gun form.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's still keeping up with like the really nice Soto articulation and all that. So it feels good and it looks good. But stickers, man, I've always had a problem with stickers ever since I've been doing Gunpla.
Well, that premium line is for you then.
Dude, I gotta pay the price of a whole extra Soto.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, but I might pay it. Who knows?
I think I might start calling him Valvarad.
Valvarad? Like Alpharad?
Valvarad.
Valvarad. I wanted to get these two out of the way because I know that it's going to be a long time until I get Soto Gotchard 1.
Is it?
I think so. And I have such a backlog of Soto Geats that I just wanted to do anything Soto Gotchard. So I decided these two would be the first perfect one for the introduction of Gotchard. But I was wrong. Valvard sucks. I love his character, though. Not bashing the suit or anything.
You love his character.
I love his character. He's a fraud. I love his fraudulence.
So, you're saying it's far away from getting Soto 1 Gotchard.
Right.
We're about to be... I know the year just started, but we're about 20 days away from... 24 days away from February.
Yes.
Which is going to be 6 months from our Morphicon.
Yes.
Which means February is when we can start buying airplane tickets.
The airplane tickets, all that other stuff, all that good stuff.
So we got to talk about that. I'll talk to you about it off the air.
Uh-huh.
That's just something we got to keep in mind. I had a weakness over the holidays and I got all that Q Ranger mini pla.
Yes, I saw.
But no more. We're working towards
going to PMC
2024. If the next person, they've announced Dragon Caesar, they've announced, everybody they've announced so far. I think the only one I want to see, because I saw Marvelous last time, is ISHII Gokai Pink.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
even then, I'm not rushing to. Like last year, Marvelous was the reason. They announced him and we looked at the tickets.
Yeah.
And I know you're gonna see Decade. So all I gotta say is, remember, I know last trip I kind of bankrolled it.
Yeah, you did. For Gokai.
No, I bankrolled the trip.
Yeah.
I paid for a lot of the meals and
a
lot of the stuff. It doesn't matter. Keep that in mind because Decade's gonna cost money to get the picture stuff with him. So just keep that in mind. Because you're probably not gonna want just a picture, right? Or is that you want a signature?
I want a signature. I want a hug.
Oh no.
I'm gonna want a kiss on the lips.
Okay. He's kidding.
No, I'm kidding. No, I definitely want a picture signature. Maybe I don't know, a second signature on something that I could like frame, like a poster. Because I want a signature on like a piece like of Toku material.
Yeah.
But then I also want like maybe a signed poster that I could put up.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'll definitely have to look into that.
You can have him sign some of your fucking Soto Decade boxes that you're never gonna open.
There's one Soto Decade box I'm never gonna open. The other one, I'm so close to opening it.
You know what else you should get is a Shoto
Decade. That's coming out soon.
Gonna come out?
Yes,
yeah.
it's gonna come out soon.
Yeah.
I also
3 of those, whatever.
I also could make my figurized Decade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in the box.
Yeah.
I also could just get 7 Deca drivers and Neo Deca drivers, or a CSM Deca driver.
7?
I don't know. I'm being excessive, but you know.
Or the easiest thing is to get him to sign a card.
Yeah. Oh. Yes. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. One thing I'll say about this Valvarad is
nice.
The lack of dirt on him really changes what he looks like.
Mm-hmm.
He looks so clean and proper.
Yeah, that's not what he looks like in the show.
It's not, no.
It also takes away from the fact that the thing that I love about Valvard is that he is not a writer, and he is a graduate. He's dirty, he's rusty, and his whole thing is that he's like a machine, and this makes him look very prim and proper. like how he's gonna look in Kamen Rider Valvard, which I don't personally like. So yeah, premium Valvard is definitely aesthetically looking better.
Yeah.
But that was my Sotos. That was my TokuTony Tokusatsu Toy Time.
Awesome. You heard them, folks. We'll be right back when we're going to jump into
Superhero Time.
We'll be right back.
I did it.
We're back with Gotchard.
Woo!
Episode number 17.
Well, yeah, 17. I was trying to read it. I couldn't find it on the thing. Episode 17. Moonbreak Messenger.
Moonbreak Messenger.
Wow.
So I took this screenshot, and there's going to be another Geats one in here, too. It's crazy how integrated to the story this movie was.
Yeah. Very surprised by that.
They were, I think on the blog, they mentioned like the arcs, and the arc of the last arc ended with the movie. So that we don't have a way to watch the movie.
No.
A lot of people probably don't have ways to watch the movie. So all we have to go by is summaries and what people have said.
Yeah.
I haven't looked up anything, by the way, for it. But I'm hoping the show itself will just give us, like, we'll be able to piece it together from just watching the episodes. But I saw something interesting. Somebody said either on Twitter or the Discord. They mentioned, at first I thought Gotchard would be a really good place to introduce my friends for an introductory, like Kamen Rider. And I kind of, like it's slow. It's like hero, happy, blah, blah, blah. But you get to this and you would have to learn all the backstory and all the shit that went on for Geats to get the full picture.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, we don't know what the movie really shows or anything, but I agree with that. Like, yeah, if you didn't watch the show before it, will you really get the full context of this? So that kind of, to me, as far as we know, again, we don't know fully, maybe disqualifies it from being able to like be the first writer you can
just
suggest
pick up
to people.
what?
Yeah. Having said that, Kyohger and King-Ohger kind of the same. Kind of. Very the same. Because Kyohger, that episode of King-Ohger had huge Kyohger spoilers, so.
True.
Yeah.
Having not seen the movie, the implications of Geats' world and their cast of characters coming in with Gotchard and Gotchard's cameo in that Geats summer movie that we saw last week, it does seem like they're going real heavy on the integration. Yeah,
I mean, the thing that Geats uses at the end of the movie to win is a Kami card.
Yeah. That Gotchard directly gives to one of the main casts.
Not a main cast. No, he is not a main cast.
Kalo?
No, he's not a main cast. Special guest. But yeah, just the fact that the gimmick item from not that season is what saved them helps sort of bridge this gap more. Especially since it was not a crossover movie. It was a Geats movie.
Yep.
With Gotchard in it. So I really want to watch that revised Geats movie. And I want to watch that revised movie.
Battle Familia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what, if any, the revised Geats movie subtitle had.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Doesn't matter. But yeah, this is from the intro, the recap part. We see Geats there. What did you think of the episode?
Oh man, I really liked it. This is the start of what the blog was saying. This is the start of a new part. I'm really hopeful for this being better than last part. That was kind of like fast, slow. Pacing was weird. I really hope that they're picking up from maybe King-Ohger's side of things in the Toku world, that they're going to make the story, like finish a story or something before they just keep going, making the episodes, adding things as they go. Because man, it's hard to, even though we shouldn't be comparing endgame stuff of a Sentai to like the first beginnings of this show, it's really hard to look at, the super cohesive show like King-Ohger and then watch Gotchard like try to piece together episode by episode stuff.
I think what's more that makes it unfair is comparing it literally to King-Ohger, because King-Ohger so obviously and clearly had a story from the beginning.
Yeah, definitely.
So much so that the actor who plays Rackless knew this whole time what his motivation was and everything. Now, I'm not saying Gotchard isn't the same way. It just doesn't feel the same way.
Definitely.
Especially with Daybreak Gotchard.
Yep.
Where'd that come from? What are you talking about? But maybe they have plans. Maybe they know what they're doing. I'm sure they know what they're doing. Maybe. But we do see in the preview for the next episode, Time Lord is going to be used, which we kind of,
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there.
I am very thankful for the stuff that happens in this. It's very much like the previous Kamen Riders, which is a little bit repetitive. We want to see new stuff, but this is good to see that we get our first mini boss here, which is the Moon. I say he's a mini boss because he's a two-parter villain, and he's a new form of the regular villains that we get, the Mooks of the Week. He's a gold form created by this guy, Grayon.
We have had two-part villains already, because Gotchard loves to do two-parters.
Oh yeah,
and that's again what this feels like. Is it's going to be two-parter. The difference here is that yes, they're gold, but they also have Daybreak Gotchard.
Yeah.
So it's like their power level increased. Well, so did Gotchard. So it's not really going to be. I don't foresee a longer struggle, which I would like to see. You're right.
Yeah.
Like a mini boss, I would appreciate that more than this.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, he talks, but it's still going to be like a monster of the week, I think.
I was gonna say,
or 2 weeks, whatever.
It does definitely feel like, and I would hope for a mini boss sort of feel, because the amalgams traditionally are from a human malice and then the chemi cards. This, since it's Grayon's creation, he pulled it out of like some dark dimension, like some mummy sarcophagus thing.
But
I don't know, that could just be like not relevant at all. But I'm hoping for big things.
My first thought about this is they don't have to worry about paying actors to do 1 episode, 2 episode. My dad doesn't talk to me anymore type thing anymore.
Yeah.
They just get these and then they hire a voice actor to be the bad guy. So that's funny that they don't have to do that, but they don't have to pay them. But it also takes away from that feeling of Gotchard being like a normal Kamen Rider hero guy where he helps the people every week. Oh, this wrestler needs help. Oh, this... what was the last one?
This kid and his priest father.
No,
it was the dad and his daughter.
The dinosaur
Rex.
picture thing.
Yeah. Definitely a different feel for part 1 and part 2. Craziness.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess gonna kind of miss those stories just because they're more wholesome and it does help liven up the mood. Having said that, they are probably gonna go like a darker route with this,
which is also what I want to see. I'm hopeful that it gets dark in that it's similar to Yeats in the past, where it was a bit darker thematically, but not super like murder intensive, aside for a few characters. I want this to get super dark real quick, like out of nowhere, like murdering laser on Christmas dark. Yeah.
I took some images from the new intro, which we got new video for the intro and a new version of the intro.
Yeah.
It's a remix of Chem Story.
Yeah, Chem Story.
But now they have Flow.
Yeah, Flow. I love Flow. They're a Japanese J-pop, J-rock band who have been in a lot of really good animes. They do the songs for that. They do the openings and endings and all that. But they also just make really good music.
What's their most popular anime? Colors.
Yeah, Flow by Colors.
Colors by Flow.
Colors by Flow.
What's the song?
Let me see it.
How does it go? Is it what show is it for?
I think it's for Code Geass.
That's their most famous anime intro?
I think so. It's definitely my favorite.
Have they not done Naruto?
It does for Code Geass. It is for Code Geass. Yes, they have done for Naruto. Let me see which one it was.
Wakaranai.
Yeah, so as we were saying before, yeah, they did Go, which was Naruto opening 4.
Yeah.
And they did Sign, which was a Shippuden opening.
Yeah.
And they also did a few Shippuden ending songs too.
Okay.
They've been one of my favorites for a long time.
Nice.
And I really like that they're here in this anime type of song that we were trying to get.
Yeah.
And they add a bit of authenticity.
Yeah.
To it. I like that a lot.
During the commercials, they did show a music video that's going to be planned for this. That I don't think it's out yet, but I want to see it when it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, here's some shots of the intro.
Huh.
They're just straight up showing Kamen Rider Valvarad, and Majade.
Yeah.
Not properly introduced in the show at all yet.
I was gonna say that, dude. Just like
Valvard,
he wasn't in the movie. You might see him from like...
Yeah, he wasn't... Kamen Rider Valvard wasn't even in the movie. At least Majade did debut in the movie, so if you saw the movie, oh, there she goes. I mean, having said that, the toy also leaked, but
True.
Still. Yeah.
Yeah, Valvard was like, no, you'd only know from like magazines or maybe like a toy catalog or something.
Yeah.
No, he just in the intro. He's in the intro. He's in the advertising and all that.
Yeah.
We don't know what the heck. I mean, we do since we know about, side information, but people just watching, like the kiddos, it's just a new guy there.
Yeah. Really weird to me that there's no Red Rider. Not really weird, but there's usually a red guy, right? Eventually.
Yeah.
No, Revice didn't have a red guy. Well, Demons, but
he was Demons like Spider-Man.
An episode.
Yeah. Oh man, the introduction of Greyon, the big bad, and more hints of what's her name, Atropos's knowledge that it's looking like she's gonna be like the 2,000-year-old.
Yep.
She just looks like a 10-year-old.
Yep.
Anime trope, which not super cool with that.
Well, I mean, from the beginning, we kind of knew and could tell she's the leader of these guys. But what killed me was in this episode, the one on the left, I don't remember their names. The one on the left asks the little girl, what is that? What are you talking about? And the little girl, oh, well, that's our brother. Matter of factly, like she knows because she's inferring that she's been there longer. She knows more about this stuff. Yeah, I don't know.
It's weird.
I don't like when you do that.
Oh, that's a great shot. I saw a tweet about this.
Yeah, me too.
It's really good.
That they all say henshin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the shot is bugging the hell out of me. It's not symmetrical.
No.
Valvarad's thumb. Gotchard's probably the only one that's doing it good. It's not even his fault. It's the camera. And then Renee, she takes up a lot of the screen. It looks like, but you can see her other hand as well.
So, Gotchard's henshin. When he says henshin, I don't think it's from the show. Like it's not footage from the show, but it could be. It definitely looks like it. Kudo Renee is not from the show since we haven't seen that yet. I wouldn't see, but
it's not.
Valvard's. Where the heck is he at?
The parking lot. I think these are just shot for the intro, but yeah.
Yeah. The colors are weirding me out. And the framing of it. But it's still really cool. I like it a lot. It feels nice.
They should have closed her ring. It makes that ring look like a toy, like a kid's ring.
It probably is the toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, big palm. Okay. Wow.
Henshin a go-go.
Oh yeah, and then they're in their lineups. Now, what was interesting here is during the Gotchard's part, Daybreak is there. So it shows...
Yes.
What's his name?
Dread.
No, him, the kid. Ichinose, regular Gotchard, and then Daybreak Gotchard, implying it's him.
There's a progression there.
So we might be 100% right, and that is Gotchard from the future.
Mm-hmm.
And then Valvarad.
Man, he's so cool. That's actually one of his cards right there. Dione.
Do you like it? You say he's so cool.
He is really cool. I did like that Valvarad is a grittier Kamen Rider, or that he was a grittier suit guy. He was a metal hero, so he was like rusty and all that. But now he is a Kamen Rider officially, and he's all shiny, nice, and new with his engine and all that. And
at least he has leg stuff.
He has leg stuff for sure. But it just looks like you could put anybody in that suit and he'd be Kamen Rider Valvarad. It's not like the gritty detective sort of super powered guy. It's just a Kamen Rider, just any other Kamen Rider. But that's just me. The suit design is very interesting in that it's a V engine.
Yeah.
Powering his suit.
I think he looks fine.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see him in action. He's got shit on his legs, so that's good. Plus, her too. They've actually got stuff on their legs, so that's good. Plus designs.
Yes.
I
do like that he keeps his sword.
The same, yeah.
I love that. And then Gotchard or whatever. Daybreak is just orange color swapped.
He has a cape, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, the cards of the episode. I don't know where Bam Bam Bamboo comes in this episode
I
at all.
don't think they do.
Is that what they use to escape? I don't think so.
No, they use Sasuke Mara to escape.
I don't know.
There's New Year's foods.
Yeah.
I guess since we just I was gonna say the character introductions or the character progression of Kyoka, Professor Kyoka. We get a little bit of like tidbits in history from him and Valvard that she sort of raised him.
Her and Valvard.
Yeah, her and Valvard, that she sort of raised him to be an accomplice of hers, and she feels a little guilty about that. Just to look about the incident and the cover-up that the Alchemist Association is doing about the incident 10 years ago. 10 years ago, just like King-Ohger.
Yeah, King-Ohger's was
12.
17?
17 now, yeah.
It was 15 and then 2 more 17. I think.
But yeah, what happened there? He said countless alchemists died that day.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
That's definitely when Rene and Ichinose's dad left.
Mm-hmm.
That whole thing. That's also probably when this dude who's now running the academy came in.
Yeah.
Not came in, but became a thing. This guy.
Grayon. It's terrifying.
They really, really like this effect on the pavement thing. They did that a lot last year with the what are they called? Plant people. The Jamato.
God.
Jamato. Whenever it was, what's his name? Natch Sparrow.
Yeah, Natch Sparrow. He went into the ground, used this effect like solid surfing, I think it's called.
Bunch.
I made a TikTok about it.
Oh yeah.
It is a TikTok about this specific thing.
And the reason this works here is because it's a shadow, and this dude can go into shadows. Because he's the moon, I guess.
Oh, and here's got Daybreak to save the day with his his improved Gold Dash. Oh, he looks so cool. The cape is a little weird though.
Yeah, this happens a lot.
Yeah.
In the episode where he comes to save everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it doesn't keep happening.
Yeah.
It might stop next week because we do see that next week Gotchard will get the igniter.
Yeah.
And hopefully that means maybe that'll be the end of Daybreak. I mean, he is in the intro, but for very short, so he might not really be much of a character in the actual show.
He fights in the intro Dread, which is now Professor Minato.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Which is what Daybreak says to Ichinose here after the fight, he says, someone you know, you will lose faith in someone you know very soon.
Yeah.
And that someone turns out to be Minato.
Professor Minato.
There's a close-up of the toy. Get ready for the toy. It's coming out soon.
No, it came out. That's what people know about Rider Valvard.
That's right.
That's what I say. Like, he didn't technically leak. They put him on the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not in the show yet.
Get that toy. I do like this dynamic, though. This feels like a totally different show with them two. Like, the scenes that they're in.
They're setting up a V cinema for them too.
So hard.
And her death.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why he becomes Kamen Rider. Valvarad.
Yeah. Yeah. A funny interaction that they have here is, they're talking about why Valvard can't progress and he's going to be in this slump and all that. And Valvard looks at his card and he says, should I be not seeing the chemis as tools? He has like a heartfelt moment. A little bit. And then Kyoko-san's like, no, dude, leave that to the boy.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta grow up.
Let me feed you.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
That's a good shot too. But that's pretty much all. We're getting a lot of story development for her. And like Blastex said, she's so gonna die soon. Like so gonna die.
I hope not that soon, but I feel that coming. Especially since she's a woman. Unfortunately.
In Toku.
Yeah.
Hey, another lady in Toku.
Huh?
Another lady in Toku.
Yeah.
As they're trying to find the moon. I mean, the shadow moon.
The moon amalgam.
There you go. It hides in the shadows. And what's his name? The shy boy, the iPad kid.
iPad kid?
He found it because there was a shadow that didn't move all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be freaking out by that too. But here's a confrontation. So Grayon met with Minato in this episode for like a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was implied from the way Grayon was speaking that they were classmates at the academy.
Yes.
So that's crazy. It looked like Minato, like how we were speculating when we first started the episode, or first started the show, is going to be bad. But I didn't expect it to be like this.
So I think he's doing the thing where he's being bad for now, for the means to an end. Where what he's doing here is he's gonna suspend all the kids, close on the academy, so that they can deal with it themselves. And of course, he's protecting them, right? That's why he's doing that, so that they don't have to fight anymore. And we've seen that's been his motivation in a couple episodes before.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to talk to the council or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The people in hoods, dark hoods.
The association.
But this is him like forcing them out. Forcing them to step away. Yeah.
And his motivation for that is that the chemis have become so dangerous. And the students, which are, students training alchemists, are not doing such a great job at containing and keeping them. So that's the motivation. Like Minato say, y'all are too bad at this.
Yeah.
So we got to cut you out. No more academy. We'll take care of this. After we get all the chemis, then we can do something. Which is crazy. I saw a tweet about that. It said, I've never had a teacher in my life look me straight in my eye and tell me skill issue.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Well, I mean, the magic.
True.
Alchemy.
Magic.
Whatever. I took a picture of this because she says she can't do alchemy still.
Yeah.
Which attributes to why she hasn't turned into Majade yet. Does that mean... Is that gonna be every time? She only do it like once and then like not again for another like 2-3 episodes?
That would be insane.
That's crazy.
Yes.
That
would make me very upset if that was the case.
Otherwise, I don't really understand. I mean, I can guess why they're delaying it so that Fire Gotchard can have his time to shine.
Yeah.
But she did it in the movie. Why not introduce Fire Gotchard in the movie?
Maybe they did.
No.
Maybe.
No, they didn't.
No.
We would have seen that. I mean, have you seen her henshin in the movie?
No.
The video? Okay, I've seen. They recorded from the phone.
Oh snap!
Yeah, they're no. It just feels a weird timing on it. Is all. I know you like that shot.
Oh, I love this stuff, man. Where they show the toys.
Yeah.
There was really good shots in this episode that I liked a lot. A shot coming up with Gotchard and Daybreak talking at the same time, but it switches focus from one to the other. That looked really nice.
I didn't get that.
That was a really nice shot. Oh, and they use this effect. I really want them to use this more.
Which one?
This effect with the UFOs, just pulling people out.
Oh.
They could do so much with this.
Yeah. Overpowered.
But Daybreak tells Gotchard that he can't beat the amalgams like how they are now. Oh yeah, that's them knowing about it. I really feel like this is like they're really trying to build something, and I really hope they don't like drop the ball. Hope so.
I don't know.
Oh, I did like that.
Yeah.
Man, the finishers in this show are really good still.
I know it's not fair to just like find out information, but I would love to know how long they plan on keeping Gotchard Daybreak in the show. Because he is taken away from regular Gotchard. If he can do all the stuff that Gotchard can't, what's Gotchard going to do? Which is hopefully why next episode, whenever he does get the igniter, we'll see Gotchard finally being a badass, and Daybreak can go away. Or will Daybreak be a form he can use later?
Oh.
And if he is, then sure. Then, yeah. I don't know. This whole time travel thing is so weird.
Yeah.
Or maybe time travel.
Came out of left field.
And I appreciate that we didn't get it leaked, so we didn't know about it until it happened. This happens whenever Minato is explaining why like things have been getting too dangerous. In the episode, not in the recap of the episode, in the episode, they show Geats again. So yeah, the Geats crossover movie is super integral to the plot of this show.
Yeah. So strange.
Yeah. There's Valvarad.
It's definitely like, if you like Kamen Rider and Geats, you're gonna like this series because we mentioned Geats and it's directly connected. But like how we said earlier, like what about the people that are just starting? They can get the context, I guess.
Well, this is just to further, obviously, ticket sales.
True. So,
respect the hustle. It's just in terms of like narrative, you just want to do this for the story. It's disjointed, I guess. I don't know. But it's a toy commercial. This is also from the movie.
A lot of shots of the movie.
He gets the X Wizard or Wizard X?
X Wizard.
X Wizard.
Yeah, Megumin.
And then he becomes this thing, I guess. I don't know. We didn't watch the movie.
I'm thinking that's the sun.
What sun?
I'm thinking that's the sun, the Kemi. The amalgam. His
the
amalgam.
Kemi. Okay.
I'm thinking maybe.
Maybe.
That's my theory.
I don't know.
And whoa, this is ridiculous. I have some things to say about this. What do you think?
It's really funny.
Yeah.
The dress, I said this when we were watching, but the dress code doesn't say anything about their hair.
Yep.
It's pretty great. Although, on the left, I forget her name. I forget all their names. Clotho?
Lachesis.
Lachesis?
Yeah. Lachesis, Clotho, and Atropos, which is the little girl.
Okay. Lachesis read the assignment and she put blue veil in her hair instead of the black one.
Right.
So you can match. It's just funny to think these like deity monster bad guys, they look in the mirror and they go, I'm gonna put this on. I'll put this eyeshadow on.
Yeah.
Make sure my hair's on right. It's just funny when you're like evil and you think about that. And then they would like put this fucking shirt on, put the collar on, make sure it's good. It just looks funny. What are you gonna say?
It looks crazy ridiculous. So the reason that they're doing this is because Minato says the Association of Alchemists decided we're gonna have a new team.
Looking for chemis.
Yeah, looking for the chemis and keeping the level 10s and all that. So we're gonna disband you, disqualify you, and then these guys are gonna be the new team looking for chemis. Doesn't the association know that these are the bad guys? Like the whole time? And then another thing.
Yeah, well, I mean,
they don't need these jackets, dude, to be an alchemist.
No.
They were doing it just fine without them.
And that's the symbolism. Oh, look, she doesn't have blue in her hair. That was just from that. It's black.
My goodness, it is black.
They
just put the jacket over the regular outfit. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's for the visuals. Look how weird this looks.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, hey, this could be this is how it could always be. Or maybe it's like literally just that, like just the twist of it being like, hey, these people have, the bad guys have the good guys' outfits on. What does that say about the rest of the organization? Maybe a metaphoric type of thing.
It's interesting. It would be interesting if they made it so that every time they do show up now, they have to be wearing these fucking.
Now that would be hilarious. But that being said, I think you are right, Blastex, that it's like a Minato trying to protect the kids sort of thing, because he does tell Clotho here, no, I'll handle this, and then proceeds to beat up Valvard, which he knows that he can rough up a bit because he's a graduated student.
No, because he's a jobber.
Right.
And a fraud.
He's fraudulent.
Yeah, he knows.
But also, he tells them, give me your cards, we'll erase your memories, you'll be what's the word? Disqualified?
Expelled?
Expelled. Give me your cards, we'll take your memory, you'll be expelled. You'll be out of this. These guys are going to be the ones in charge. That's definitely him saying, like, this is the only way to keep you safe, is by removing you from the situation entirely. Yeah. So, yeah, I think you're right.
There he goes, getting jobbed again.
And this is probably the last fight scene that we're going to have with Valvard's two Chemi arms.
Why?
Since he's getting the new form soon.
Oh, no, because he lost the cards is why.
Yeah, and he lost the cards in this match.
And I think the actual transformation for Kamen Rider Valvard is a different card.
Yeah, it's a Mach Wheel instead of Mad Wheel.
That's right, Mach Wheel. That's why it's so clean.
And also, these cards in the production, like the props, they're not as thick as the cards that we get in the TV show or in the sleeves that we buy. So they're a little bit harder to get off the ground. It was a little funny little thing. It's a little hard for him to get off the ground. He scrapes his fingernails on the hard concrete.
Ouch.
Ouch, right? But yeah, that's it for Valvard. Took his cards. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's super obvious. As obvious as Doug dead not being dead. But yeah, he's protecting the kids and he's doing this for them and everything. But that's the part of Tokusatsu. It's not. It's knowing basically where it's going, but how we get there is the fun part. And the episode sort of started with, or right before the intro, it was Daybreak Gotchard looking out in the distance, and the episode ends with Daybreak Gotchard looking out in the distance.
It's so strange. They're filming him like with these scenes. He's from the future, right? Like we can surmount that at least, because the way he's looking at like his surroundings is like, whoa, this is how it is. He's definitely from like, he might be Ichinose's kid even. Possibly.
No, because when he jumps in front to save the crew, he turns around and says, "Are you okay, Kudo?" Rene. Because how does he call her now?
Kudo.
Right, but then he said her whole name.
Yeah, Kudo. Rene.
Yeah, so I don't know what that relationship is in that sense.
Everyone has a weird relationship with Kudo Rene. I don't know what the heck.
Yeah.
Because her dad's famous. Everyone's got to be weird around Rene.
Well, I'm glad that she's gonna be a hero now, so that sort of thing can go away, where she's like a damsel or whatever.
True that.
Overall, yeah, it was an alright episode. Next week's gonna be the end of the 2-parter, probably. I hope it's a 3-parter.
Hopefully.
Does not look like it. I just want more. I want it to be more fleshed out than it is.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know where they're going with this arc, really. Just disassembled Alchemy Academy. So
maybe it'll be a 15-parter into the next arc of the show.
Maybe be a 5-parter. Like the way they were doing King-Ohger at the beginning.
Yeah. Hopefully. We'll see.
Let's see if there's any references to Geats in the next episode. I have a feeling whenever Majade does show up, we're going to get another Geats flashback.
Definitely. Saying, like, showing back, this is how I did it before, now I can do it this way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I give this episode 8 Kemi cards out of 10.
Nice.
There it is. My official rating.
Good job.
Stamp it.
That was Gotchard. We're going to go on to King-Ohger next. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more
Superhero time.
We'll be right back. We're back. We are so back.
So back.
King-Ohger, episode 43.
The Overlord's Deadly Sin.
Ooh.
Oh man, what does that mean?
So this is basically a backstory episode. Explain some of the history of what's been going on. That clean green screen.
The Void does wonders.
Yeah. Lil Rackless. Pretty good casting. We get to see them with their green screen sheets. Green screen mochi maker. I did get the episode title on this episode. That's fine.
Nice.
Yeah, they're kind of acting like idiots here, waiting. It was interesting because they are like just chilling, kind of waiting. Because when he shows up, when the big bug shows up, they instantly get up and go, and they start doing this thing.
Yeah.
To revive him. So I don't know if that means they've known this for a long time. Somebody suggested that maybe all of them have one of those bugs inside of them as a contingency plan.
Ew.
I don't think so. I think it is just in this guy. Cigarette bug.
Because we saw like 6 of them whenever we first saw them, right? It wasn't just the one.
You gotta kill that. Excuse me. Yeah, this episode's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that happens. It's sort of just lines. The floor texture is ass. Every time they show this floor, every single time in the series, it's so bad. That needs more JPEGs.
I know exactly what
more
it is.
More pixels, excuse me.
I know exactly what it is.
What is it?
So they made that for the top level right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the digital artist that was doing it didn't want to make another like thicker and bigger lines each time, so he just zoomed in each time on the panels for each of those levels.
Look at this is same
JPEG.
Same look, boom, 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 boom. It's the same design.
Yep, they just zoomed in for it.
Yeah.
No fault of the artist, but we can see that.
You can still see it here. Yeah, we find out Gira did come from the space bug god.
Oh.
So he is Space Jesus, kind of.
So
his mom died at birth.
You know who else is Space Jesus?
Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin Skywalker, baby. Peak is Star Wars.
Nah.
It's like it repeats itself. It's like poetry. It's like pottery. It's like pottery. It repeats itself.
Yeah. So yeah, this was brutal. We find out again, women in Toku, she just dies. She gets no lines. She's just here to deliver Gira and die.
We don't even see her face. Is crazy.
We do, but it doesn't matter.
Right.
It's so quick, and her face is like down. If they had had her in a mask like him, that'd be messed up.
Yes.
But he gets lines, so we can see his face later. I liked in this scene the phone call because Rackless is clearly trying to listen in.
Yeah.
That's just how he is. And who's on the phone?
Duga.
And that looks like his real teeth.
Yeah.
Before he had caps in or veneers or whatever. This guy is actually missing his teeth, whatever. Yeah, that's a fun little thing. The teenage girl is now a baby, and the little boy is a soldier?
Boone. I guess he put on a soldier's outfit. So weird.
Well, everybody got clothes.
True.
For whatever age they were. They got the clothes they were when they were that age. So I guess in the future, he's going to become a soldier here for Gira.
Yeah.
There's a cigarette moth bug thing. I don't know what bug he's based on.
I think you got it. I think he's a moth.
But he is saying, he's going to warp time. That's what he does. This was interesting. It was a quick throwaway line. I think it's going to play more into next episode. But Yanma basically says, oh, that thing where that power that Rackless got on his sword to kill immortals, we all got it now. Let's go. We all got it on our swords.
Let's go.
Let's just go. Because Yanma keeps doing these upgrades and stuff for the team. And the next episode, I hope it's not, but next episode it looks like Rackless is going to manipulate Yanma into fighting with the rest of them to figure out who the leader of the team is.
Right. Yeah.
I hope it's not that case. I hope Rackless isn't trying to be a dickhead like that.
But we do see Rackless is in a cage.
He's in a cage, and the voiceover is, I think, Rackless saying, "You should pick a leader."
Mm-hmm.
And Yanma is gonna. The episode, I don't know what it's called. Something about Yanma though.
The name of the next episode?
Yeah, it should be on the episode.
Yeah, I have it right here.
Yeah.
Proof of the Kings, the true alliance of the 6 kingdoms.
Oh, never mind. It's not named after him, but it is about him. We can see in the preview. He shows up a lot in the preview.
Yeah.
So I think he's going to use this line, and then the fact that he made the swords in the first place, that he has the link to the shoe gods. He made King. What is it? The King. Gabriel Caliber.
Yeah.
He does all that stuff for the team. Maybe he will become the leader.
He's a genius, and he's kick-ass.
Maybe they will concede and yeah, you are the leader. I like that whenever the leader of the team is not red.
Yeah. I
like it a lot. What's the last time you remember the leader was not red?
The leader was not red?
Not Zenkaiser.
That was my first Zenkaiser, yeah. No, Ninja. She was white, right?
No, you're thinking Kaku Ranger.
Kaku Ranger.
But yeah, she was white and she was the leader. Ninja, pink was the leader.
Oh.
But yeah, I do enjoy that. Ghost Sager, black was the leader. Well, that's cool. Mega Ranger, black was the leader.
I do like that a lot.
Yeah.
Mainly because I like Yanma and I think he's kick-ass.
They all come little. And it's the great gag of that's what Kaguragi was like when he was 10.
Yeah.
Pretty good. That wig Baby Ran has is bananas. Yanma being a dirty little boy.
Yeah, he's poor.
He's a poor kid.
His country was poor.
But that's what I'm saying. They all get clothes from when they were that little.
Mm-hmm.
All of them, including that big ass man standing next to these 4 little kids.
He said he looks at his muscles like, oh no, the gains, they're gone.
Yeah, he's like, oh, these muscles, I don't remember having these. I haven't had these muscles since I was 10 or some shit like this.
And they say, you were like that at 10 years old?
Yeah, 10 years old.
And he says, we at Tofu eat and sleep very well. Stop messing around, guys.
Look at how big the prop swords are for them.
That is crazy, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Imagine making the DXs that size. For the kids?
Yeah.
Craziness.
Yeah. you know how they announced a memorial, Ultra Caliber.
Mm-hmm. Could have been a good plug.
People on at least one person in the Discord had said, "Oh, I'm not even gonna buy the DX anymore. I'm just gonna wait for the memorial." And a lot of people were replying like, "No, get the DX. No, keep getting the DX every year because that sells is why we get memorial."
Yep.
Which is true. However, I'm never gonna buy the DX of these weapons. If they make a memorial and I like the show, I might jump on it. Which, by the way, I have not pre-ordered the Ultra Caliber
yet.
Maybe.
Yet.
But yeah, this was fun. This kind of stuff happens in like filler episodes of Sentai.
Yeah.
But again, this is a backstory heavy episode. And then they henshin. And I really liked that it looks like it's the exact same suits.
They just stuffed it in their boots.
Because look at how baggy Jeremy's suit is. Holy cow.
They just stuff it in the boots.
Look at his ankles. It's all just so loose.
It's so uncomfortable.
So great. And yeah, havoc is happening. And he's just standing there. I like that even Kaguragi does look a little smaller. Yeah, he does look thinner, right? Even though that's not fucking thinner at all.
It's just to show the contrast, but
yeah.
golly.
It's unfair though because he is 10. He's the same age as them. But because he's so big, it felt like he has to step in and like get them in, and he does.
To be the reasonable
He gives
one.
them the swords, yeah, but he's 10. Like that's unfair for them.
Yeah.
For them.
They all have the same mindsets.
Yeah.
Even Jeremy. Okay, so I do want to mention that a little bit. That Yanma.
The point of that scene, you'll go say it, and then I'll say why they did that.
Yanma, whenever he becomes a little kid, he goes up to Jeremy, who's been bullying him this entire show, and he goes up to Spider Mask, takes off his helmet, is like pretends to be him, and doesn't give up the helmet and all that. Just bullies the heck out of Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. So we have little inside their mind shots, like where you can hear their thinking.
Yeah.
And for all of them, they say things like, "Oh, my mind's regressed. I'm acting like I used to act or whatever," but they still know that they are.
Uh-huh.
Like Yama's like, "I can't help but be." This is not what he says, but he says, "I can't help but be a shithead. What's going on?" And Jeremy's like, "Oh no, I miss my mom. Mom, help me," or whatever. And Rand's like, "I can't resist these boys. I can't stop." Something about the boys.
Yeah.
But the point that they did that was when they reverted to their younger selves, they sort of got into that mindset again as well.
Yeah.
So that we can see that that unlocks Gira's memories from back then.
Which is a little throwaway thing, but also...
Oh, it's not?
It's a little...
Oh, what they did in the...
Right.
Okay,
it's a little throwaway thing that very much turns into a plot progression so well. It's very seamless and very nice.
See, in a regular Sentai, when you do this filler episode of, oh, they're kids now.
Yeah.
That whole thing of them acting like kids, that'd be the whole episode. Like, oh, they're all brats now.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't want to save. Oh, it kind of happened in Kira Major whenever Pink turned to a little kid. She had the mind of a little kid the whole time, and she didn't know how to be a hero. She was, all that stuff. And if that happened here, if it didn't have all the plot, then you would see little Yanma just being a pest.
Yeah.
You'd see Jeremy being a crybaby. You'd see them act like 10-year-olds the whole episode. Mm-hmm. But this was just a short thing so that we can trigger. That's what, man, the writing on this.
It's so good, right?
Season, it all, they made sure it all works and blends well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's eating Rainbow Jururia, which we called a long time ago, is Kuogata Soul.
It's Kuogata Soul. Oh my god. One, how, just period, how did they grind up that Kuogata Soul, make it into jello? I want some of that.
No.
And second, I was going to say the reason that we know of Rainbow Jururia in the first place is because, one, it came from Gira. He said it out loud in the first episode. Mm-hmm. But also, in the third episode, I think it was, Rita discovered it in the chef's book.
Ancient recipe.
Yeah, ancient recipe. I want that recipe. And I want to see the past civilians of this world who ate the other Shoe God souls, and I want to see what happened to them.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they became the Bugnarok.
Yeah, because that's what happens, right? The
more you eat of this, yeah,
the more you become the bugs.
Yeah, and since Gira is not fully human, he can ingest this and be fine for the most part. This is a bummer.
Oh man.
What's his name? Boromir?
Boshimar.
What did I say?
Man, this is so
Yeah,
sad.
he looked like a bro. He was pretty cool. He did his job and stuff.
He even said so signature, so anime. He said his title and his distinction. I am one of the twin blades of King Hasti. You will not get past me.
This is the same actor from the movie that we saw. Probably the same crown up there too.
Can't even tell it.
No, I couldn't tell because the last one had those that fake mustache and fake whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, acted his fucking ass off here. It was great.
It definitely felt like a much heavier show when he was on screen.
So yeah, this is where he's telling Rackless the truth about they've been in servitude to the bug gods, to the galactic whatever king. Yeah. My only question so far, I don't know if we're getting an answer to, or if it's just we ignore it. Maybe because of space travel, it makes sense. But where were they those 2 years after they killed Rackless? Where was Doug dead? Why did he come back 2 years after?
True.
But again, maybe space travel. I mean, he does have the power of instantaneous or whatever, but maybe he was only gone to him 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And he comes back and it's 2 years past or whatever. Now it's 2.5 years because of Kyoryuger. Yeah, so this is Gira like remembering everything. And yeah, he goes out like a boss.
Yeah, straight up.
Protecting his kingdom.
Oh, I love that. He's one of the twin blades of King Hasti. The other blade being presumably Duga.
Yeah.
But Duga never says that title. I would love for him to say that.
Duga has not had to fight one of these dudes like seriously, I don't think. He's like trying to defend, but here Boshimar was like, no, we're doing this.
Yeah. Oh man, he goes out so good.
Yeah.
So sad.
And this is when, Boshimar's dead, but Gira comes back and he's starting to be more bug-like or whatever. And Rackless is protecting him. And that was just powerful too, where he comes out like, no, Gira's a tool. We have to use him as a tool to rid us of this Galactic Insect King. It's just how it is. And Rackless is like, that's my brother.
Yeah.
I know him as my brother.
Gira is Gira.
Yeah. And they had the way they got rid away with this in the kingdom was Gira. Actually, nobody knew about Gira.
Right.
Nobody outside the castle, outside the royal family knew that Gira even was a thing. So that's why they were able to put him in an orphanage and sort of let him be, and he didn't know. And the candy also was the Jello was also making him forget his memories and all this stuff.
Rackless picked up where the King Hasti left off, but he removed Gira from the equation. If he had kept Gira, King Hasti's plan was for Gira to ingest all of the Shoe God souls.
He wanted to eat more. He wanted him to eat more. Yeah.
So that would make Gira immortal, plus having all of the Shoe God souls in him. Maybe
control the Shoe Gods.
Yeah, to control and be entirely obedient. Maybe on the same level as Doug Dead.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
But then we get a Kamen Rider and not a Sentai.
True. Yeah, that'd make it sick and twisted and dark.
No, that'd make it one guy has all the power.
Yeah.
Versus a team of people.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at his body. It kind of looks like the other guy, right? So maybe he does have a worm in there. A larva in there.
Yeah, I never saw that.
Maybe, but maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, this is Kama Gym. It's not Boshimar anymore, sadly.
And these scenes are like back to back too. So it's
just
like
keeps happening.
He kills him and then is like, I take your form now.
We got blood, and that activates a sword. Which again, I'm glad we saw that special because this comes into play. And I don't know, it's just cool. He looks cool. He's about to transform. I do like that he gets tripped up whenever the bug gets him. Because he's dying. He's weak. And it was like nice to see that there is a reaction to it. So whenever the regular King-Ohger's henshin, they do feel that too. It's just they're standing there. This dude's like, oh shit. He becomes King-Ohger. And he fucking bites it, dude. He dies.
It's morbid in that they say that it shows right there. He turns into King-Ohger. King-Ohger. And then Rackless is narrating as he does the slash with the other guy. King ISHII was later found dead in his in the throne room with the signs of a great intense battle had just gone on. Like, Jesus, this dude was sick, dying, and he had like a really good fight. Yeah. Godlike.
And then he goes basically, and then the God's Fury happened. Like, it just keep happening to him. And I'm guessing the whole reason that happened is because they caught wind of this rebellion. So we have an answer for why that happened. I guess is because that
King ISHII.
Yeah. I think maybe that what's his name, Doug Dad, still does know, because he knew Gira happened. He knows that was a thing. So why didn't he go look for him? You know?
Yeah, Rackless said later on that he sent Gira to a nearby orphanage to hide from Doug Dad, but Doug Dad's like immortal being.
He should have known.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, maybe later on we'll see. He knew. He knew that was gonna be like that. Yeah.
I guess it's a good distinction that they didn't. They said that Doug Dad is like an all-powerful being. He's the creator of whatever, whenever he can change everything, but they didn't say that he's omnipotent. So he's not all-seeing.
Yeah.
So that's good.
It's a cool shot. And I just realized no Rita action in this episode.
Yeah, Rita's sovereign. Presumably they're using the immortal killing power with this shot.
Yes. But something I appreciated here is everybody's doing their finals, right? So is Kaguragi, and his is fire. Remember his, whenever he does...
Yeah.
He just gets a fire sword. And they kept it. It's not a purple blade or whatever. It's fire.
So nice.
Gross.
Yeah, white splashes everywhere, man.
Yeah. That's just a cool shot of
nice set.
Yeah. Well, it's a nice computer image. Bing Bong, he's back. I mean, we saw that coming.
What did he say? Daddy's back?
Yep.
Doug Daddy, that's what I've been saying.
Doug Daddy,
he's here. He created Insect Jesus.
And he says it's gonna get way worse. Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what happens.
I like that a lot, that they did this sort of thing. It's like a callback because he hasn't done this in a while. Like with his introduction, he was like here, then there, then super big, then super small. I like how one shot he's like, I'm right in front of you, and then the next shot, 2 seconds later, he's huge.
Yeah, I like that. Whenever they were looking down there.
Yeah.
And then they heard him look up there. I could just imagine how scary that would be. You're talking to somebody, and then he's not, like, he just disappears in front of you, and now he's fucking gigantic.
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
What was I gonna say? Boshimar.
No, you're saying that it's gonna get crazier now, and that you like that.
Oh, right. So this is 43. So we have 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. We have 7 episodes left.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I think it's only gonna be 6. Because I think the last one is gonna be an epilogue. I hope. Because why not? I don't want to rush to ending like Dawn Brothers, where the last like 6 minutes was what happened to everybody after. Not even 6, like 3-4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to everybody after Momotaro? You know, whatever happened to him.
Oh, it's crazy what the ending of Dawn Brothers. Craziness.
I'm ready for them to kick some ass. But again, 7 episodes left. We still have 4 generals.
Yep.
Yeah. 7 episodes left. I don't know. It looks like I don't know if it's gonna happen, but it looks like Worm Lady is dying next episode.
Yeah.
I only say that because I saw her. She's big,
yeah,
right?
she's huge.
She was a giant. So usually whenever a monster turns giant, not like this. And they're fighting King-Ohger, the mech. That's usually the end of them. Another woman in Toku. No.
Oh. Space worm woman.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. The ruling is that Reckless is to be used as a tool.
Right.
They were saying his ruling was death penalty, but it was not good enough for the King-Ohgers, they said.
The affected parties dealt it unreasonable or insufficient.
Yeah. So instead, he's going to stick around and be their tool and use him to fight whenever they need him.
Yep.
So the next episode, we do see him in a cage. And I guess he's going to just stay there until, okay, let's go fight. I hope it's real.
I mean, it's got to be, right? Like, the facade of everything has been broken. This has to be real.
Yes.
There is no more man behind the curtain, right? All the secrets have been out.
Yes.
All the songs have been sung.
If you really want to pull some bullshit,
yeah,
and you still have Reckless turn again, that he wants to be king.
Yeah.
I did enjoy whenever he had eaten the soul. That we sort of see that's where that he's gonna be a tyrant king comes from.
Yeah, because he's insect.
Yeah. He's gonna rule the world or whatever. So I like that when he redoes that now, it's like a tick that he had from doing that. So
yeah. He's stemming.
Yeah.
And that's a really good. I love when they do this where they have the actors of a different age of the characters come in at the same time in the same place. Like obviously they're on set together at the same time and they're right next to each other. And I really like that metaphorically and that we see them both at the same time. Really nice.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice.
People on Twitter were talking about young Reckless, the actor, being like a writer. Or like he has a face of a hero.
Yeah, I see that. I saw it in Discord in the chat too. I can see that. We'll see.
They've gotten really good actors for all of the roles. They definitely did with that one too. Crazy.
Oh, for these guys, yeah. Cool. I don't know. We say it every week, but King-Ohger's peak. Can't wait to see more.
King-Ohger.
Like I said, we'll talk about a little bit next week. We're gonna see them sort of fight for, but it also does not look like a serious fight. They have balls on their head, and you have to hit them with a hammer.
It's the trick game. It's the rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
And then the hammer on the head.
Yeah, Jankenpon.
There you go.
We'll see what happens. There are some shots where Rihanna is kind of looking off in the distance, like seriously or whatever. But we're this far into the season. There's no way they're gonna turn on each other seriously,
right?
And I don't buy it. If they do, I don't buy it. Gira might buy it because he always buys it.
He's a little dumb boy.
And again, I just hope Reckless isn't saying you should pick a leader just to fucking be an asshole. He's just doing it to be out, to be free. I don't know. He has to go pee.
You know, I think Yanma should be the leader in his own sense. It's like the Batman to the Justice League. He funds everything. He has all the specs. He has the nice base. He does all the detective work and all that. Yanma's done like all of the heavy hitting, the heavy lifting for the King-Ohgers, respectively.
I get it, and I know what you're talking about, but Iron Man, and Avengers.
Damn. All right.
No. I just said that because I don't want to compare it to DC.
I know. I get it.
But you're right. Tony Stark funds everything, and he's not the leader. Captain America is.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, yeah. But Batman's not the leader either.
Batman's not the leader either. It's Superman.
Yeah. Because Superman ate Rainbow Julia.
Right.
Years ago.
Batman, Superman, as we all know, is Space Jesus.
No.
In a metaphorical sense.
I think that's it for the episode.
I think we did a podcast.
We did it.
Oh, my God.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. Try to keep this one a little shorter. I think we did a good job pacing it. And the fact that our last episode from this one was shorter, we didn't have much to talk about for our week, I think that helped.
Yes.
Even though I had a bunch to do in Tokusatsu Toy Time. Hopefully we'll have more next week as well, but I doubt it. Thank you for listening. I've been Super Blastex. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We've had some really good views, so let's keep it up. Thank you guys. I want to hear from you too. Comment, please. Super Blastex. That's who I am. Find me anywhere.
And I have been TokuTony. Cue the noise. You can find me everywhere at TokuTony, except for Twitter. On Twitter, I am Tony Toku. Leave a comment, like, subscribe. Thank you to everyone overseas that's watching this. If you can understand us and how we talk, because we do talk a little weird since we're from Texas. Thank you. Thanks for listening.
Thank you guys. Bye-bye.